the highest-rated comedy show in Britain, Mr. Bean can be seen on public television in this country. It's also on videotape. I highly recommend it. Please welcome Rowan Atkinson. Welcome.
Nice to be here.
Thanks for making that long flight.
Oh, it was nothing, really. It was nothing. It's kind of breakfast time with me at the moment. So, I'm having a perfectly good time.
This is the morning for you. You've just woken up.
Exactly.
Oh, perfect. So you're at your peak.
I'm at the... No, I'm at breakfast time. I'm at breakfast time, but I feel fine.
Now, where exactly in Britain are you from?
I was born in the northeast of England, in a place called Newcastle upon Tyne, which is near Scotland, up a bit.
Oh, okay.
But I live in London for most of the time now.
Oh, all right. So is that... Did you ever do the working men's clubs? Is that what they call them? No, I didn't do the working men's clubs. I'm not really a stand-up comedian as such. You know, I'm slightly more a comic actor, as it were. So working men's clubs wouldn't quite be my bag. No.
Not really.
Bag. Is that an American term? Bag. Did they say that in London? They say, it's not my bag.
It's not my bag. Well, I do, yes.
Just the emphasis on bag.
Yes, well, it's just the way I speak. I like bees.
Yeah, oh, you like bees? Well,
bag
sure, Mr. Bean. Sure.
Blob and bob and...
Now, obviously you must get recognized all over the place in England, because your show is #1.
Yes, it's, yes. I mean, you know, it would be immodest and not very British of me to admit to any celebrity whatsoever, but I suppose in Britain I am pretty well known.
Yeah.
And it has its ups and downs, you know, and some people are very, you know, I mean, sometimes when people meet you, they behave very strangely, you know, they're desperately trying to behave in a perfectly normal fashion, but they're so distracted by the fact that they recognize you. And bank tellers, last year I went into a bank to cash a check, and I handed over the check, and she said, thank you, and she said, oh, Mr. Atkinson, I'm such an admirer of your work. Could you sign this piece of paper for my daughter? So I signed the piece of paper, and I handed it back, and she took it back, she put it to one side, and she looked at my check, and she said, now, do you have any means of identification? And you think, well...
Now, do you come to the United States? Do you come here very often? Is this...
No, I've been to, you know, I'm like most Europeans, and I come to Los Angeles occasionally, and I come to New York occasionally, and there's this huge bit in the middle that we know absolutely nothing about. Right. It's terrible. My ignorance is awful and an embarrassment. But I've come to New York a couple of times. I have a commercials and advertising contract with a credit card company in Britain, and we shot one in New York. That was the last time I was here, a couple of years ago, and we stayed at the Plaza, and we shot at the Plaza. We shot in this amazing suite. The top floor of the Plaza has this thing called the Presidential Suite, which is this massive suite of rooms, very, very high, beautifully decorated. And it costs $10,000 a night.
$10,000 a night?
This suite. It's huge. I mean, I'm sure you could get a deal, but it's... but to most of us, we have to pay well, not that I was paying anything for this, of the privilege of filming in this place. And the decor is amazing, because it's so bright. It's sort of vermilions and sky blues and gold and big flock scarlet wallpaper. You know, it really takes you... takes your breath away. You have to shield your eyes when you go in the place. And we were shooting in there a lot, and I was chatting to the assistant manager. I never got to see the manager, obviously, being English, but I got to meet the assistant manager, and I was talking to him about this decor, and I said, this decor's quite something, isn't it? And he said, oh, isn't it stunning? And I said, well, it certainly says hello. You know, there's no doubt about that. And I said, but there's something about it that mystifies me, because I would have thought the kind of people who could afford $10,000 a night for this suite strike me as the kind of people who would want something a bit more subtle, a bit more discreet, a bit more laid back. And he said, no, all the big stars love it. Stevie Wonder stays here. It really was the most extraordinary thing. He really did say. He really did say.
You know, I want to ask you, I saw you do something on one of your specials. This thing where you change clothes without taking your pants off.
Yes.
And I was telling someone about it, and they said, oh, it's a video trick. And I said, no.
No,
you know, he's
really...
an actor, he's a comic. And I said, and I have a suit here.
Oh, dear.
And I know you just got off a plane, but...
How unfortunate.
Well, this is sort of a bet. It will make me $5. Could you do... Okay, I want to show him that this...
Right, okay. Right, okay. Now, as you know, Englishmen love to take their trousers off. We have a... If you want to entertain someone, take your trousers off. That's our motto. You ask Hugh Grant. He knows about this. So what do you do? So this is how to act with discretion and decorum on the beach. Should you wish to change into a swimming suit while you've got your trousers on and you've nowhere to hide behind. So you put... I'll tell you what, I'll take my jacket
like
off as
my
well.
seat.
Yeah, you're in the worst possible place, David.
I got
Good luck.
bad seat.
Good luck back there. Right, okay, here we go. This is it. Okay, you put... We call these swimming trunks in England, but I'll call them...
Trunks.
But you know what they are, trunks. So you got your trunks on like this. And then, so what do you do first? You take your trousers off like this. Good luck, studio. So you do this, take everything down like this, trying to maintain as much decorum as you can. Like this. Okay, like this. And then, okay, so you're so far, so good. But this, obviously, there appears to be a logical incongruity here where you can't... Well, start with either leg, but it can be the right leg. You start like this, gotta be discreet, you pull it out like this, see? And then there you are. There you go, okay? And then all you do is feed the trousers. Feed your right leg. Take it gently, feed it through. Feed it through.